Hello everybody, welcome in. I am Sebastian. In this video, we're going to be talking briefly about the Nightmare and Infernal Faction, and as part of the special promotion, I will be giving you a code that you can redeem in-game for 100 diamonds. The Nightmare Faction encompasses many heroes that will carry you from the early all the way to the end game. One example here is Tordor. If you're lucky enough to get him in the early game, you're definitely going to have an easy time advancing. Not only because he's a lord for the faction, but he offers a lot of CC opportunities, especially with him adding a stun. Not only that, he does deal AoE damage with his ultimate, where he is attacking multiple units. It allows you the ability to also use him as a backup tank, and you can place another defender right in front of him because he has a 2-tile extension. He is a phenomenal hero as well because he has one resurgence. Essentially, he comes back alive after getting killed. So he gives you the opportunity to stay on the field a little bit longer. For those that are able to get him to A5, that resurgence comes up twice. Not only that, for the very early game, we have Abomination. He is a fighter. He can actually be a hybrid. You don't have to build him as a pure out DPS. You can tank him up a little bit, give him some damage stats, but the main reason that you want to use him is to do CEC control. And when his ultimate ramps up, he'll just continuously be doing damage. Not only that, he will be applying stuns, and he also then will apply a burn, which is integral in terms of getting damage to demon shoulders. Walla is a fighter of the Nightmare faction. She is a very good unit when it comes to dealing with boss battles. She will actually help you in advance and progression, especially if you are able to put a very good Nightmare unit together. The one thing that I like about her is not only is she dealing damage, but when you activate her ultimate and you activate that deranged blade, she does multiple strikes, dealing a lot of damage. Not only that, she will apply bleed to units. You can then extend this ultimate duration by awakening her to A3. Not only that, every time you activate her ultimate, you will be giving her penetration. So she will be ignoring defense, especially in prolonged boss battles. This is key to her accumulating the amount of damage that you need to try to get the top chest for whatever boss you are encountering. And two other units that we cannot go on without mentioning are both Hatsuit and Yuri. Both of these units have become really integral for anti-air arena. I know a lot of people like to use them. Hatsuit has even become integral for GBG play. She's still a staple of many Nightmare units. So she's integral for PvP, but she also facilitates and makes content so much easier in any stage when you are able to gather her. And for GR3, she is a menace on the right side for the endgame stages. Yuri, again, is that basic attack, is a menacing basic attack. Her ultimate, large range, she'll focus on the target. Once she kills that target, her torment will go on to the other units until it expires. That's why she has become an integral facet of arena, and it's also one that applies defense reductions, just like many of the other units in the Nightmare Council. A faction that has really grown over the last year is the Infernal Faction. So we know the staples of this faction are Hex and Citram. These two are boss killers. They are integral to putting an Infernal team together, especially if you are bringing them for a boss battle like Semra or in Drake's Castle. Not only that, but two other units have recently been added to this faction that are just as good at dealing single target damage. That is Lord Phineas. We all know the type of damage that he can do, and the more awakened that you can get him, he will increase not only the amount of damage that he can do, but he will boost the allies around him as well, especially the ones from the Infernal faction. He does have the ability to apply a stun. Not only that, he will look, you can kind of see that extension as to how many more tiles he can affect, especially targets that are coming toward him, and his double then extends that out by 2. The other unit that was also introduced into this faction is Lyra. Lyra is a mage. She's a magic damage dealer. The key to her is this cosmic rifts. She summons them, and which you can have 1 or 2, and depending on whether you summon 1 or 2, she then either gains attack or she will dispel the debuff. Not only that, if she continuously targets the same unit, you can see that her damage will increase and will stack. Not only that, one of the things that facilitates the amount of damage that she can do is that she can apply magic resistance reduction on her own. And that is what really makes her a powerful unit in boss battles. The other unit that has really risen in stock value has been Aelin. In some circumstances, especially for a Vis one, she is an essential unit. And not only that, people are using her for the very end game stages of GR2 just to provide that quick, robust healing that she is able to provide and keep all units alive, especially during periods of very, very heavy AoE damage. So you may be wondering, why this heavy focus on the Nightmare and Infernal factions? Well, as you all know, SmileOne is a partner of the channel, and during this period that will last through June 30th, SmileOne has released special bundles, and a couple of them are the Nightmare faction here, the Nightmare faction bundle, and the Infernal faction bundle. If you do decide to purchase these bundles for what is the equivalent of 4,999 W gold, you will have an opportunity to acquire one of the heroes that I highlighted. So for the Infernal faction, you will have the opportunity to get the Lord Twinfin, the hero Aelin, Orum, Hex, Anai, Fersi, Lyra, Lord Phineas, Malrek, Nocturne, Citram, Silitu, or Sina. And then in the Nightmare pack, you are going to be able to score Torodor, very big get if you do pick him up, Abomination, Arrogance, Ares, Azor, Hatsid, Kinessa, Magnus, Salazar, Twyla, Yuri, and Valeria. Any of these units, especially if you're early in the mid game, they will in some way facilitate your advancement to the late and end game. So if you want to take an opportunity to take a little bit of a shortcut at the summoning portal and try to score one of these heroes, try to see if you can purchase one of these bundles. Not only that, I do got to say, this is restricted to 1 pack per account. So that is the only restriction about here this packs. Not only that, you do with the hero, you'll get a max level boost. Essentially, you're just going to be able to upgrade the hero to 60 very quickly with 2,000 diamonds included in them. In addition, during this promotional period, you're going to be able to get discount bundles limited to 1 per account. So you can see here, you can get 12 rare summoning crystals for what it is, essentially 499 W gold. And down here, there are going to be 3 ancient summoning crystals for 999 W gold. Now, some of the packs that I think are going to be more common, especially for people that want to summon or have the opportunity to start saving for possibly Kigiri, for example, is this rare summoning discount bundle here. So you're going to get 25 rare summoning crystals for what would be the equivalent of 2,999 W gold. There's this pack here, 25 ancient summoning crystals for 9,999 W gold. So these are special bundles here that you can pursue. The one of my favorite ones, because hey, I just want to make my gear better, is this hammer one. So we're going to be able to get the recasting hammers, 6 of them for 1,999 double gold. These special bundles will be running through June 30th. So if you are thinking about getting one of these, consider using my special link in the description section of this video. It will help support the channel, and will also give you an opportunity to get a nice discount. Also, given that you always get a 10% discount when you use SmileOne. SmileOne is available in the following regions: Russia, the European Union, the United States, Philippines, Hong Kong, Taiwan, South Korea, and Indonesia. And now, let's get to the primary reason as to why you're probably here. And that is for me to now be able to give you the special promo code that you are going to be able to redeem to get 100 diamonds. So for this special promotional period, Moontang has decided to share with me this code, SEV-A War Gift. You type that up, we press enter, boom, we're going to be able to get you 100 diamonds, which should be here in your mailbox. There you go. You get 100 diamonds. That will do it for this video. Thank you all very much for tuning in and watching, for your support, and thank you to SmileOne for sponsoring today's video.